Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, listen, you guys should already know my name is Yusef Scott, also referred to as the Forex GOAT. I want to welcome you guys to the sodarneasyforex movement. Now listen, as I always tell you all, if you're not yet connected with me on Facebook, on Instagram, get connected. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel and you're sitting here watching this video, get subscribed. When I put out these videos, you want to be able to receive these videos, notification or what have you, at a drop of a dime, alright? Now listen, this video in particular today is going to be about the 3 reasons I feel Forex traders, they lose in the Forex market. Now whether or not you guys know, I'm a Forex mentor. I train folks worldwide, so I'm familiar with the reasons why people they lose. So I'm going to give you guys the 3 main reasons I feel people lose while trading Forex, okay? Now, it's very obvious that the reason why people they lose is, of course, they don't know how to trade. So I'm not going to speak on the obvious. I'm going to give you guys little details, I guess we're going to go a little deeper, okay? So the number 1 reason why people they lose in the Forex market is because they let their trades, their negative trades run. Okay? Now if you guys have traded Forex, you guys know what I'm talking about. You may pop open a trade and you see that the trade is a bad trade, but yet you fail to close that bad trade. And then you start watching your account diminish. You start seeing all your funds getting wiped out. Okay? Instead of closing down the bad trade, people they let their trades, their negative trades run until they have no more money left, or until they're just about getting wiped out, and then they decide to close their trade. And to me, that's just backwards, because if you're going to allow your trades to run, okay, I'm a long-term trader, I let my trades run, and I'm not going to allow my trades to run in the negative as long as I would my trades running while I'm making money. Think about this, you guys. It's very simple. A lot of people, they allow they're quick to close out their trades when they're making money, and then on the flip side, they allow their trades when they're out of the money, or when they're losing, they allow them trades to run. It doesn't make sense. Okay? If you're in a bad trade, or if you're running a trade and it turns out to be a bad trade, as soon as you recognize it being a bad trade, you need to have some type of exit strategy. Now, everyone has their own exit strategy. Of course, I show my students the stay in your trade strategy, which shows them when it's best to get out of a trade. Early detection, okay? Whenever it's a bad trade. But of course, you guys who are hopping from one channel to another, you have to realize for yourself, when is it a bad trade? Okay, do not allow them trades to run. A lot of you've been trading for a couple months, a couple years, you know, and you have to realize when a trade is bad. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Do not be so fast to shut down a trade that's in the money and then be afraid to close down a trade that's out of the money. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so of course that's my number 1 reason. Okay, and I'll say it again, traders, they allow their negative trades to run. Okay, if you notice the trade is a bad trade, shut it down, if that's your thing. Okay, some people, they have other strategies to, you know, to help them along if they realize that there's a trade that's bad. Okay, now the second reason why traders they lose, and this is probably more common, and here it is. The second reason why people they lose in the Forex market is in line with the first reason. When they're in a negative trade, instead of them saying, you know what, I'm going to cut my losses, or instead of them realizing, okay, why is this a bad trade, you know, analyzing the market a little deeper to realize what really happened, they start throwing in subsequent trades in the same direction, thinking that, oh, it's going to turn around here. Oh, it can't go down any further. It can't go up any further. It's going to turn around here. Then they wind up having a trade here. You go down somewhere, having a trade here, then having a trade here. And then all along you open up these subsequent trades and it's pulling your strength, and all you have to do is have the market cough or sneeze in the same direction as you're running the negative trades, and your account is wiped. Okay, so sometimes you have to realize where the market is going in order for you to realize, okay, what's going on in the market. And that's where a thorough analysis on the Forex market is needed. Okay, and for those of you who are trading the market, you do not know how to read the charts, read the candles, you need to get trained up. All right, there's no pressure here. I just want you guys to know I'm a Forex trainer. I'm very confident in what it is that I do. I read the charts. I know how to read the candles, price action. That's my thing. If you're going to trade the Forex market, you need to learn how to read the candles. The candles are telling you a story and where the market is going. Just like reading a book. Every chapter has a beginning, has an ending. You need to learn how to read the candles. When you learn that, it's going to show you where it's going. All right, where the market is going. Okay, the third reason why traders they lose while trading Forex is, let me break this down. There are a lot of trainers, Forex gurus, mentors out here. There are thousands, millions of traders all around the world. Okay, there are a number of time charts, 1 minute all the way up to the monthly. And each time chart is broken down. You can have a 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, all the way up to the 1 month. And you have people trading on and looking at every time frame. And that's one of the reasons why people they lose, is because when they're trading, instead of them mastering one time frame, they're hopping from one time frame to the next, and it confuses the heck out of them. Okay, meaning this, you may be looking at the, let's say, the 15 minute, and the 15 minute may show that the market is going up, but then if you go over to the 4 hour, it may show that the market is going down, and vice versa. You may look at the weekly and it's showing one way, but then you look at the one hour and it's showing a totally different direction. So then you're confused because you see to you there's a contradiction somewhere. But you have to learn how to look at the time frames and realize what's going on. You have to break everything down. You need to learn how to break the time frame down, and that again is something that I teach my students. Okay, the bottom line is if you're gonna trade off any time frame, master that time frame and stick with that time frame. You guys know I trade off the daily. I'm a daily trader. All right. I trade strictly off the daily, and that's what I train my students to do. So if you guys need to learn how to, if you want to learn how to trade, it's best that you trade off the daily. Now that's quite subjective. It's my opinion. If you talk to another Forex person or a trainer or a trader, he or she may tell you something totally different. But this is coming through my mouth and based on my experience. Okay, I do very well with the daily. And I train people to trade off the daily as well. So you guys take this information, use it for what it's worth for you. If it makes sense, then that's great. If it doesn't, then you don't have to retain it, you don't have to apply it. But I thought I would give you guys my 3 reasons traders, especially those who come through my training, they tend to lose, at least coming to me. Okay, so listen, as always, you guys remember, if you're not yet connected with me on Facebook, on Instagram, get connected. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, get subscribed. You want to make sure that when I put out content, you're able to receive it like that. All right, until next time, you guys have a fantastic day. Peace.